Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar in Mullingar, and today we are in the Barracks, and there's a lot going on in the Barracks in Mullingar, and there's boys that are coming in here from Drumlish, and these boys are called the Brave Giants, and they're rehearsing here. Because, hello there, lads. How's it going? Who's the most bravest giant of them all?
Hard to know. It depends on
Frank.
So tell me, can I get one representative here? Big tall man here with the hat. How's it going?
How's it going, right?
Very, very good. Where are you from?
We're from Drumlish, Ballymuck, Brave Giant.
And you have a big gig coming up.
We're in the Olympia now on Saturday evening. Our first headline, our first time headline in the Olympia, so we can't wait.
Wow. And have you played the Olympia before?
We did a few years ago just as a support band, but it's going to be extra special this time now, I'd say, yeah.
And it's a beautiful gig. It's
Yeah,
like
it's-
playing in the sitting room.
That's it, exactly. It's
Crowd
probably...
is right in beside you.
It's an institution itself, the Olympia. All of the greats that have played there or whatever, we're just delighted to be on that list of names as well, so can't wait now, yeah.
Happy days. That's it. They call it Brave Giant. But I'm here. Thanks, lads.
No bother.
I'm just here. I'm talking to Frank Byrne, another legend from Mullingar, born, bred and
All
reared.
right, how's it
Frank,
going?
how's it going?
No, not too bad now.
Great to have you on television.
Yeah, it is, yeah, out live again.
As you can see, this is Frank's job.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of pre-production here now for the gig we have now Saturday. So
So are you the lad, sound man, or?
Yeah, we've been working together now. Well, we've worked together a few different gigs, but now we didn't really spend an awful lot of time on it until the last month.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's October we've been on the road, hitting everywhere, like so.
So you're talking about pre-production. I mean, what's pre-production for this big gig? Like, what exactly are you going to check out where the speakers sit, or what is it going to do?
Well, it's
Over the
getting our sound where we want it, trying
Yeah.
out different things, trying out effects, trying out different mics, trying out, getting everything right. So when we go there, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? There's no surprises.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And
A lot of stuff is still live. You never know what will happen live.
So are you going to be
but
out
it's
there? Are
still,
you going to be on monitors, or are you going to be on the main
I'll
desk?
just do front of house. Yeah.
Right.
Just,
And you're after the rehearsal is over, so the lads are putting all the bits and pieces together, heading
yeah,
back.
we've been here since probably about 4. Yeah, I was here probably here about 2
5,
o'clock today.
6. My God.
Um,
Anyway, for anyone out there,
yeah.
Frank, what exactly do you do? I mean, you're a sound man, you're a musician, you're a singer, you're a guitar player, you're all them things. So, where did it all begin for you?
Where did it all begin? Well, I suppose like anybody else, you started in school and you were playing music with your friends and
Yeah.
got on there writing songs, wanting to write songs. You know what I mean? I was probably doing more playing around than I was doing my homework anyway.
Well, I done the same thing.
So-
So anyone would be chatting to you at school, be saying, well,
Yeah.
I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I remember going for a rehearsal, or my father wanted me to become a carpenter. I went down to the place and I talked to him. He says, what about what's your hobbies? I says, I like music. So I elaborate on the whole music thing, and your man says to me, look, you're not a carpenter. Become a musician. And that was
in a
really...
way, it's a lot of this game is kind of like it's like an apprenticeship in a way. You have to spend time on stuff.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
stuff, try stuff.
Yeah. And do it wrong for a long, long time until you get it right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you know, making a mistake is never wrong.
Yeah.
But it's learning from mistake is you'll know next time.
And the whole thing is doing it more than anything else.
Yeah,
I mean,
keep doing it so the mistakes don't keep reoccurring.
so Mullingar has a fantastic, thriving music scene going on at the moment.
I think it always had it in a way. Maybe that's from back in the with Joe and the show band days. You know what I mean? It probably started there. Because if people are not coming, or maybe in the county hall before that, I don't know. My granny or my parents and all these people would know an awful lot more. People still want to be entertained. Times may change, music styles might change.
Yeah.
But people still want to go out and listen to it. It's entertainment, isn't it?
Very much so. But I mean,
But it's enjoyable
like
as
there's
well.
gigs in Mullingar. Is there many gigs in Mullingar?
Still the usual haunts. You know what I mean? The Stables has always been there. You know what I mean? That's always doing good gigs.
And you do the PA and lights down there as well
yeah,
sometimes.
it varies. Yeah, you know what I mean. It was in house for years, I suppose, when it was doing in college myself, doing the sound and
So
performance.
you've literally gone the whole hog. You've learnt the whole craft. You've gone to college. You have the piece of paper as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, did it. Yeah, well, I
Brilliant.
just did it. Just
Yeah.
I needed something to do, I suppose.
Yeah.
you know, and it's always better to see what's out there,
Yeah.
learn, you know, do
But-
stuff on the job as well, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people are, as I say, they're always looking for this piece of paper, and it's great that you went and says, right, I've got the piece of paper, I can do sound, I can do any job that comes up. But you were teaching, you do a bit of teaching as well.
Yeah, we up here in the Barracks here with the Mullingar project with Music Generation, we're kind of tied in with them.
Yeah,
You know, it's great. It's great to have that in the town. You know what I mean? Without that, like I think it'd be an awful lot harder for younger people to get a start in a kind of a musical education.
because we're
Without being worried too much about your grades and stuff, just
Yeah.
get stuck in there and
Yeah.
learn a song, learn a couple of chords,
Yeah.
and just get going.
Yeah.
You know?
And as well as that, we're in the Barracks area, so there's a lot of bits and pieces. Like this would have been, I don't know what part of the Barracks
well,
this
there's,
was.
it's the one with the where's it? I think armaments were in here. I think,
Right.
as far as I know,
Yeah.
either bullets or shells or some
Yeah.
some sort of case.
So you grew up literally coming up here as well. Well, I mean, you probably couldn't get in at that
I
time.
probably wouldn't have been able to get in at the time, but you know, we're here probably a good few years now with,
Yeah.
with you know, me volunteering with you know, Mullingar and working with Music Generation up here and kind of keeping the kind of music room going and getting people in and teaching the lessons.
Well, it's great that there's something being used out of the Barracks, because
Yeah.
the Barracks is so huge here. There's a huge, big area down the back, and like there's buildings that beat the band.
Yeah.
But as I say, it's great that these buildings are being used, and it's great that that you're here as well and being appreciated. You know.
Well, it's great, you know. Long may we continue to stay here, and you know, community groups, you know, get to flourish in the town. I don't know where else you could go really. You know, when kids finish school, it's great for them to be able to come up here and you know, start playing music and hang out with their friends and play together. Like,
Yeah.
and it varies from I think 7 all the way up to 17, 18.
So if someone wants to ring or contact them places, who do they contact? Is it to go looking on the internet?
Well,
or
you can
what
go
story?
if you want to go on Facebook. You can go to Mullingar or I think that's the handiest place to go to.
Right.
And they'll normally we do our lessons every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we're starting the term back tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant.
So you know,
Are you full yet?
we're always quite full, yeah. But you know, there's always beginners coming in, and there's always the more established kind of guys as well, you know. So some of them are a lot of them are still in school, but others have, after they're finished going to school, if we'd had some of them going on to go to BIM and stuff like that.
What's BIM?
BIM, it's another kind of a performance and music education. Like, well, I suppose there's BIM and there's also Ballyfermot Rock School kind
Right.
of thing. I went there myself.
All right.
But I think they're all probably much in a muchness.
So at the end of the day, you've made a career for yourself out of music.
Well, I don't know whether it's a career, and to
I
me
mean, you're
it's
making a living.
kind of like a way of life, and
Yeah.
it's in you to want to do it. But I said, well, you know, if you're
Yeah.
working and you're doing a good job, you'll get paid.
And the other question
And then-
is, there's loads of bands coming up. Do you know any new bands that are sort of for the people out there in the world of Facebook and the world of digital media
bands have we got
from
here?
Mullingar, promoting what's good and great about our town, including the music, and it's in the water as well.
Yeah, there's something in the water. Yeah, the boys have a song about that as well.
Really?
It's definitely, yeah. Something in the water, yeah. As I say, you know, it's in you. You know what I mean? You know, you just feel it and do it. You know?
I actually put up a video before we done this video of your mother and father.
I seen that. It was great. Yeah.
So we're after just re-putting it up
Yeah.
there again. Like, so it's great that your mother and father, fantastic dancers.
Yeah.
Your father loved music. Your brother plays regularly still.
Yeah, still playing.
And sort of in a way, it was ideal for you because the brother went sort of ahead and says, yeah, and then you're going, yeah, just I could do that as well, you know.
Well, he did it. Yeah, he was kind
That's
of
Declan
inspired
out
me in
there.
a way, you know, because
Yeah.
he did get me my first guitar. So I think and he had a good record collection.
Right.
And that's always a good start. But yeah, look, it's great. There's a lot of bands out there. There's a few, like, you know, there's a young band, 26, San Sebastian, and a few of them like that who are from kind of like the music jam. That's kind of the stuff we have there. That's
Right,
that's
yeah,
the logos there.
Got that logo in there.
Music Jam. So
Get in there, Music Jam.
association with Music Generation and
Wow.
Mullingar, which is Youth Work Ireland Midlands.
Brilliant.
So it's great. It's great for them to be able to do that. But there's always room for more bands. There's always room for more bands. This, as I say, this does run as a rehearsal studio as well. So you know, a lot of local bands do come in and use the facilities.
Give you a look around there, folks. Look at that. It's like a real
At
studio.
the moment, we're kind of clearing it out for today. But usually there's always a drum kit and there's amps and always something up here for them to come up.
Another thing, all the music in Mullingar, there is tons and tons. There's a Facebook page out there, and it's
WTF, yeah.
WTF, and it's
which is great, yeah. It's a great tool to let people know that there's music going on.
And it's non-stop because you go through all the dates and all the places, and I mean, you'd nearly say to yourself, "Geez, really?" And then you go down the town, you can see all these things, you know.
Yeah, there's always something going on. Like you know, from I suppose if you start at the top of the town, you could have you'd have Clark's or all the way down to Bar 29, which I think Montgomery's now. You have Stables, right. And it's Smitty's, which do music in the front.
That's right, yeah. All the time.
Dolan's, you know.
Sandra does a few gigs in there.
There's the Chambers. I think John Daly's is reopening, doing music. Did I miss anything out?
Columbia does a bit.
Columbia does a bit, and I suppose all of the pubs, you know,
Captain Casey's, the Gravel,
the Ambrook. You know, where do you stop? Like, you know what I mean? There's always there's something everywhere, you know, and some of them specialise in certain kind of acts and stuff as well throughout the.
Well, I remember going to Nashville, and I went down the streets of Nashville, and it says this is the music row of America and the whole lot. And I went down the streets and I thought, yeah, that's fair enough. And I thought to myself, it's nothing compared to Mullingar. Nothing. No. I mean, they had these, literally one street, and you're thinking, Nashville, America, blah, blah, blah. No. There was more money, there was more music in Mullingar, Longford, Athlone in one night, I'd say. But look.
Oh, yeah, but like it's great, you know what I mean? There's always room for more. But
anyway, folks, this is Frank. This man's a legend. If you want some sound done, if you want it organised, if you want
rehearsals or some sort of a studio recording, or any kids or
teach your kids how to play
music, any advice or questions, or give me a shout.
There you are. We put the information up there. You can tag him on. We've tagged him on Facebook, and as it says, he's a legend from Mullingar, in Mullingar, and we're always promoting what's good and great. Look, thanks a million, Frank.
Thanks a lot, Ray.
There you are, folks. Bye. Heading off, and we better keep motoring, as I say, because the lads, there's a lot of work to be done here, in this fantastic studio, and as well as that, we're in the Army Barracks. Well, it's the old Army Barracks. Look at this, tons of room to play. So this is Ray Dolan from Mullingar, in Mullingar, promoting what's good and great about the music scene in Mullingar and all the people in it. Thank you for looking in, and share this with your friends. Bye for now.